All right, so today we're gonna go out, we're gonna do a plein air painting, then we're gonna hit up a Fisherman's Festival, whatever that is, and then we're gonna come back into the studio with that painting and make some final touches to finish it off. Let's go! So I'm heading out to the Cortez Fishing Village, which is a little area around Sarasota, Florida. And it's this cool area that I like. It's got a lot of character, a lot of these little beachy houses tucked under palm trees and all this other vegetation. And it's really known for all the fisheries, like the places where fishermen come and unload their catches and the fish is processed and everything. And there's a lot of cool restaurants as well on the water that have, fresh fish right there caught and served up. And it's just a really cool place. As soon as I saw these old boats, I knew this is what I wanted to paint. So I walk around and figure out what exactly I want to paint, and then I take out my sketchbook and do some thumbnails to figure out the composition. My colors today are titanium white, lemon yellow, yellow ochre, cadmium red, crimson, phthalo blue, ultramarine blue, and burnt umber. So I sketch up my scene here using a wash of burnt umber and paint thinner. And since I did those preliminary sketches, this stage goes pretty quickly because I already know where everything should be. So the first thing I like to do is lay in my darks and the shadows because those are going to move and I want to get those down right away. Now, a common mistake people would make would be to make this side of the boat way too bright, but I put down a wash of yellow ochre and then I'll build the white on top of that, never going to full white. Since the boat is the main focus of the painting, I'm going to keep the background pretty simple and I'm going to increase the cool colors to make it sit further in the background and not take too much attention away from the boat. I didn't even realize till I was done painting that my name was on the boat. Now it's time to hit up the fish festival. It's actually pretty cool. A lot of music, art, good food, and of course, fish. Okay, so we're back in the studio. We're going to take a look at our paint and see what small things we can adjust to make it better. So I didn't like the shadows on the boat here. I felt like I made them a little too dark, so I'm going to lighten those up. And I'm also going to change the shape of it and bring this front shadow all the way to the top of the boat and add in another one right next to it, just kind of like what the boat looked like towards the end of the painting with the light changing. I'm also going to add a little more details into the boat. I didn't really get into the little details when I was out there painting. I tried to just get the big picture, but there's like a lot of little cracks and corrosion on the boat that you'll see me put in throughout this video. I played around with these trees a lot because they're such a strong directional tool, and my main focus was I really wanted to get like a good composition. I've been working on that because it's been like a little bit of a weakness of mine of not being that great at composition and designing like a good flow to the painting. And you'll see in the bottom left hand corner the grass with that shadow. I mess around with that a few times, and because I don't know, I feel like right now it's just too strong of a line, and I end up getting rid of that and just like redirecting the path, and I felt like it worked nicely. Also with the background, I kind of simplified it even more because I felt like it was drawing a little too much attention to it. It had good depth, but I felt like it was just a little too much and was taken away from the boat. And now you see I'm going to put in this little red buoy because I felt like the piece didn't really have a good focal point. And I really I see like on these boats a lot of time these red buoys hanging off the side, and I thought, oh, it'd be pretty cool to put one in there. And putting one there, kind of like on the left side, you know, it's got like a lot of directional elements going towards it, from the trees from the top to the bottom, and the blue rim of the boat from right to left going towards it. And I don't know, I just think it adds a good amount. It's right next to that green tree, so the red and green contrast is good. I think it's a good little accent to top the piece off. But yeah, a lot of the times, I don't know, I feel like a lot of times when I bring a piece in, you know, you'd think I would be adding more detail, and I do in certain areas, but I feel like a lot of the times I'm simplifying things. I'm seeing, oh, I could have done this a lot more, you know, simple, and that's kind of like what I did with the trees in the background, the grass in the foreground, and stuff like that. It's just kind of don't get caught up in the details and make sure everything's reading on a good, simple basis. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. I also offer you this video and this video. Please choose one. They're both good.